Hello, Nick. Thanks for joining me. So, we are on the 3 p.m. coalition turn. We already rolled weather last time. It was rain. And supply segment, nothing's changed in that. Those couple Piedmontese east of the Bormida, they're still out of supply. And so the recovery segment, so this is pretty important. So we've got Vukasovic here. He needs to roll a 4 or less to be recovered and ready for reorganization. And if he doesn't succeed this time, he's probably not going to really get into the game because the next time we can do this is the 6 p.m. turn, and that's the final turn of daylight before the dusk end of battle. So they really need him to get back recovered here. So let's roll. Nope. So that sucks. So I guess Argento will just roll his normal command. Might as well do it since we're here. This is, I guess, now another big roll. So they can coordinate, and of course not. So this just sucks. This is going to be a quick turn. I don't see much happening because that basically means all these guys are out of command. I guess they'll be the one hex move. So we can do something. Not a whole lot happening. Those guys up there. This little Piedmontese guy is in a nice spot. This guy tried to get command or initiative so he could move into the the chateau, but he failed. Both these Piedmonts failed. This guy's under march order to Ilboda. This guy got initiative, so he was able to come over here, which this guy's going to exercise retreat before combat. He's allowed to do that because he's got more movement than the cav that's against him. And everybody else that was under Argento's control moved one hex. So we've got these guys coming at Bonaparte. They're across a little stream, so this guy's going to be 1.5. So it would have been 1-to-1. Now it's going to be a 1-to-1.5. Bonaparte's going to make it a 1-to-2. Not the greatest. Let's see what happens. Oh, 5. Not good at all. So 1-to-2 with a 5. AR2. Wow. So I guess this guy. Let me set you down here. 1, 2. And this guy will go back with Argento. Bonaparte could advance if he so choose, but why would he? He's got his turn coming up, so if he can think of something fun to do, he can do it. All right, that's the coalition turn. Over to the French. They should be fine. Well, shoot, I might have screwed up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, they're all good for supply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, they're all fine for supply. So we'll get on with that. So the French turn. They are making a stab up here. This guy's failure to move is probably going to be his downfall. And they've brought some power to bear here against Murovsky in the improved position, and still keeping kind of a line to hold back the coalition. So let's start up here. So this guy's not going to suffer the effects of the span or the trestle because this guy's across the river. So that's going to be, he is in a town. That is times 1.5. So he's going to be 4.5, 10 to 4.5. That's still going to be a 2-to-1. Let's roll a 5, 2-to-1. That's going to be a shock. and definitely in town. What does defending infantry except no effective initiative is 1L? All right, so oh wow, I guess so we're gonna have 3 to 4. Let's get the shot cam ready here. So French are gonna go +1. That'll put them to a 4. The Austrians get nothing. I'm guessing that's probably going to be an exchange. 4 to 4 is a 1R, yeah. So reduce 1 attacking and defending unit. The owner must reduce either the strongest or best initiative. Well, that will eliminate Salish, which he was a 4. So that puts them at 17. They're actually 7 away. And we'll have to do this guy because he's the strongest. And we will advance. Who will we advance? I guess we'll advance him. All right, now let's go to this one. So Mirovsky's going to be doubled. So at 8, we've got 9. 9 and 8, 17. So right there, you've got a 2 to 1, and then the Bonaparte shift to 3 to 1. Not looking good for Mirovsky. But we roll a 6 on the 3 to 1. That goes to shock. So 4 to 2. So let's go to the shock cam. And those French are just unreal. So that puts them to a 6, puts the coalition to a 3, 6 to 3. That's a DR2. Where was this guy? He must have been up here. So DR2, he'll go back to here, and Bonaparte will use his since he's a leader, he can have both these guys advance. So nice little outward projection of a line there. And that is that. So we will we'll head into the 4 p.m. turn of the coalition. Just cannot get those initiatives when we need it. These guys both failed. This guy put himself here hoping to just be attacking Victor, hoping that Vukovic could come up here and drive that cav off. Well, without that, the cav decides to stay, so he's got to attack both of them. It's going to be a 1 to 1.5 because they get bolstered by the stream, both of them. So we did get this Piedmontese pulled up to help hold the line. Would have liked this guy to get... I should have rolled for him first before pulling this out because I liked having somebody there, but that's the way it is. All right, so it's a 1 to 1.5. Just a 6. So that's AR2. So this guy, well, I guess they can go. Oops. Yeah, there's a bridge or a trestle there, so they'll be able to go back there. These guys could advance if they wanted. Victor, maybe. No, I mean, they've got the next move. It's not worth advancing when you've got the next move because you can decide what you want to do. So this guy came out of Road March. He reached Iboda. Got Argento in a position where he can... no, he can't do with that guy, but he'll get this guy in, and this guy will be left to his own devices yet. Not looking good. Over here, the Piedmontese failed to get initiative, so he's probably going to be encircled, and the Piedmontese decided, let's get the heck out of here and not give the French 2 more points if they take the wagon, because it looks like they're going to take the supply source. So over to the French. Bonaparte decides just to just to stay quiet on this front, he pulled back with Pigeon into the chateau, so you're gonna have to go through a improved position in the chateau. If you come into these hexes, you're gonna have to attack multiple units, and the calf's still on the flank there. Ruska's coming up. La Harpe got command, and I screwed up last time because I advanced Cosse, putting him out of range of La Harpe. Oh yeah, which no, I better not. So kind of screwed the pooch there. But Menard got initiative of his own, so he was able to jet up, and he took the supply source. So now we're going to have a 2-to-1 attack here, and I don't see the French losing that. Well, we got a 5, 2-to-1, 5. That converts to shock. So let's go to the shock cam. We got the French at 4, the coalition at 3. 1-to-1, so just ends up 4-to-3, which is probably just going to be a DR. So, by the rules, you're supposed to retreat toward a supply source, but anywhere he would go, he can't go back that way. I guess he could go onto the roadblock. Of course, I think roadblocks make it so even friendly can't go. Where is that at? Let's see. Let's look here. So I swear that it keeps friendly units from going on it also. Oh yeah, neither side's units may cross a road-blocked red arrow hex side, although leaders may. So that cuts off that way, so I guess he's got to go. Yeah, it was just a 1. Even though that's away from the supply source, I mean, when you have no other choice, I think unit self-preservation would come into play there. Ooh, I put La Harpe in a dumb spot. I was telling myself that too, but in the back of my brain, yeah, dumb. All right, well, if they get initiative, he could capture La Harpe, but we shall see. So I think that's that, and we're going to go on to the 5 p.m. turn for the coalition. Bad news first. That little Piedmontese unit failed his initiative, so unable to make a grab at La Harpe. However, coalition's working at this turn. Maybe has a little bit of bite. Argento got initiative, so was able to push forward, pulled the guy who was in there, and that Piedmontese actually got initiative, so he took up the improved position. Both of the units on the southern flank got initiative, so this Vukasovich Cav jumped around, and the artillery moved up, so Leclerc is going to be unable to disengage because he's got no retreat path for the retreat before combat, so he's going to have to take the combat. And Argento's got a little force here that's going to attack across the trestle at Victor, so he's going to be at a 4.5, but they've got I think 9 3/4 in here. Yeah, so they're going to have a 4.5, and they've got, yeah, so they're going to have a 2-to-1 there. 2-to-1 there. We're going to have, let's see, oh man, is he, no, there's no stream there, so he's not going to get the 1.5. So he's going to be bringing 4. It's going to be a 2-to-1. I don't know, attacking into the woods isn't going to matter. The artillery is going to be halved again, but that's no big deal. Let's, who do we want to do first here? Yeah, it's not going to, let's do Leclerc first. So we're going to have a 2-to-1. And they really want to force him to retreat. A 4 on the 2-to-1, that does it. DR. So he's got no free retreat path of enemy zone of control. So he's going to go to the eliminated units. So that's 2 points. There. So he will come down. He'll be able to attempt recovery, but I don't know if they'll matter or care about that. We'll have Kerp in advance. So now we'll do the 2-to-1 here against Victor. Ooh, I used the French die for that attack. That was wrong. All right, here's the a 2. Look at that. So 2-to-1 with a 2. That's DR2. Oh wow. So Victor. So this is a bridge. That's dangerous. He's going to go this way. Argento's going to move everybody forward, and look at what's happening. They're rallying. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. So he's kind of got things cordoned off here. I mean, Bonaparte can come up here and with his shift possibly throw him back, but hey, at least the coalition's given something. I believe that is that. So we'll hop over to the French turn. Hey, I missed this on the last French turn. For some reason, I was thinking that Menard could sneak around that roadblock there, but no, he would have had to come in here and stop. And as we learned, you can only take roadblocks out in shock combat, so we're going to have a 3-to-3 shock combat there. And the roadblock switches to a 4, so the attack would have been 3-to-4, so that's attacker retreat. So that would have caused Menard to retreat back, and then hey, you know what? This guy would have retreated that way. So there you go. A little different arrangement there. Oh, hey, there's a little sneak peek that La Harpe failed his initiative, but they've got the 1 hexers. So this guy will be able to move into combat, and if these guys can get it, they'll still be able to do something to that guy. All right, let's do up here first. I may have been doing roadblocks wrong, with the 1R. Because on here it says for clearing, on the shock table, a retreat or a 1R result for the roadblock means it is cleared, removed. It doesn't say that it actually does damage to the attacking unit. And I mean, that would kind of make sense to me because these roadblocks were supposed to be just very few men, just meant to slow things down. So I might have screwed the coalition there on that early game attack with taking a unit. I think that's the way well, I guess after this game, of course, I'll probably forget, but I'll just say that, they can't actually hurt the force attacking them, but they are there. They have to be cleared. So La Harpe, they've got the 1 hex movement because he failed initiative. So Don Martin moved in. These both got initiatives. So Menard's going to come in against this roadblock. Causet went 1, 2, 3 into there, and he's going to attack across that hex side to clear that roadblock. Unnecessary at this point, but oh well. Let's do Menard first. So it's just going to be even shock combat, 3-to-3s. Oops, that popped out, so we got to re-roll. Oh boy, so coalition's going to go up 2, and the French are going to go up 1, so it's a 4-to-5, so another attacker retreat. Menard really having trouble with them. Let's do Causet. And he got him that time. So Causet goes up by 1. The roadblock goes up by none. So that roadblock's removed. And then let's do a 2-to-1 attack here by Don Martin. And that's a 5. That's going to be shock. So I guess, you know, I've been robbing you of the shot cam. So this is a 4-3 in favor of the French. And it's going to be tied. So that's going to be the 1R, I think. Yeah. So that means that Rosselmini here is eliminated. That's another 5. Oh, but that's first core. That's the first one of them. And then Don Martin's going to be flipped. Man, tritting these forces over here. Okay, so they will, as long as somebody gets in command, they'll be able to take the Austrian supply source in these last couple turns. So that was that. A little cleanup here. All right. So down here, Victor failed his initiative. Bonaparte moved, or had not Pigeon, had a Rampon move back into the chateau. Cervone's going to make this attack on his own. So these guys in here, boy, I'm bad. Nick's probably cringing at my tool usage here. So they're 9 3/4, but they've got the stream, so they end up like 14.6. And with the 9, oh wait, so 1 1/4 of that would be, let's see, 4 1/2, 13. Oh, so that's going to be 1 to 2. I screwed up. I thought it was going to be 1 to 1 1/2, so I didn't move anybody else in. Oh, mistakey poo. All right, so it's going to be a 1 to 2 attack. 3 is going to go to shock. Oh boy. Well, that's could be good for the French. Yeah, so 4 to 3 shock in favor of the French right now. Let's go to the shock cam. Oh man. So that goes up by 1. So 5 to 3 is going to be defender retreat. So I guess Sargento will go back this way. Cervone can advance, and I think, well, you know what though? I think, yeah, they can't just let anybody in, but that does put Cervone in danger a bit, but they would have to come in here, which means Bonaparte's stack would also have to be attacked. Yeah, I mean, they'll do that. I mean, he's in danger there too, because somebody can come in there and cut him off. So, yep, that's that. All right, so that was the 5 p.m. turn. So we're going to go, we'll end the video here. Let's see, did I forget anything? No, I think that good. This guy's going to arrive at his destination next turn and only have 1 turn where he's not actually under march order. So we're going to be on the 6 p.m. turn, so we'll go ahead and roll weather. We've got a recovery, and we'll have to decide how important it is to try to bring these guys back, if anything. And we've got 1 turn, and then we've got dusk. So let's go ahead and roll weather. So it is the 6 p.m. turn. That's no mod. +1 for rain. So 5 + 1 is a 6, and that just continues to be rain. So we will head into that last couple turns here coming up, and we'll see what happens. I don't think, there's no way in my mind that the coalition will be able to get Dego, but I hope they can at least get to the outskirts. Yeah, so all right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.